be explaining today bouncing boxes in Canvas. So we start by declaring our canvas with ID canvas and width and height 500, 300, and which is in our body part of HTML. And then we write the script, which this script is like the everything that happens in our canvas. And then we call a variable canvas, which has a element ID canvas, and the context of our canvas, which is declared by the variable context, is a two-dimensional canvas, which means we are working only with XY coordinates of these points. And then we call our constant number points, which is equals 100, which is responsible for the number of points you have in our canvas. And then we declare another constant, which is points, and have an empty array. And then we start by a for loop, which starts at y equals 0 and ends at y equals 100. It's just saying that our loop starts at 0 and ends at 100. And then we start by pushing points, which has attributes, and these attributes are x and y, which are the positions where the squares start at, and it's just random numbers by the canvas width or by the canvas height. And we have width, which is any mathematical number by 10, and the height, any mathematical number by 10, which is just the width and height of our rectangle or square. X delta 1 and Y delta 1, and a color red. This is X and Y delta. These are the directions which will be the squares are moving in. And then now we start by draw constant, which is the main part of our movement in this function, in this canvas. And this function starts as by clearing the canvas and points, and starting by points, and for each point we have function which has attributes. First, a context fill style, which is the color red that we have, and the attributes of our rectangle by context by dot fill rect, which has point x, point y, and point width and point height, which we explained in the previous code. And then if point x is bigger or equal to the canvas width, or it's smaller or equal to 0, then point delta, which will be -1. And if point y and canvas height are smaller, bigger or equal, and point y is smaller than equal to 0, we'll have point y delta will be -1. This is the main part where we say that if our xy positions become bigger than the canvas width or smaller than 0, then our x delta, the direction, will be -1, which means our direction will change. Then this is the main part that lets our boxes to bounce through the borders of our canvas. So each time a box comes at the end, it's changed its direction to the other side. And then we continue to our animate variable, which declares a function which has a draw, which is our previous constant, and a set timeout, which means that we start our draw function at 10, after 10 seconds of launching our HTML file. And then we start by animating of our function, and this is what we'll get after this code. Thank you very much for watching.